Today it's Friday, November 7th, 2025. I'm gonna be clear. Do not watch this video if you don't have a time. Do not watch this video if you don't understand what I'm saying. Alright? I'm gonna just show you a couple of things. One of the things, what I have here, let's start what I have here on the table. I have BLDC motor driver here. Alright? There is a positive, negative, there is on-off switch, and there is a dimmer to adjust the duty. From this side, you see I have the plug for the fuel pump, for a brushless fuel pump, Mercedes one. With this one, I'm using it usually for troubleshooting, all right? Not for I'm not installing in any car. That's why it's like that. That's why you see like this. Now, why I'm making this video? For two reasons. Actually, it might be three reasons. It might be 10 reasons. But, okay, back to the point, all right? One reason is, yesterday I showed you the short-term fuel trims. With this unit, I can show you much better what I mean about the short-term fuel trims, all right? Unfortunately, some tuners don't understand that. There are some people out there. I don't have to mention that this is my opinion, all right? This might be completely wrong, but that's how I understand with my mind. That's one thing. Second thing, it came one car, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, that he had a problem with the fuel. It didn't have a fuel pressure. When I checked the car, I see that there was not a problem with the fuel pump, and the problem was with the fuel pump controller. Somebody else here from this garage, not from a different garage, he said it's the fuel pump. I said it's not the fuel pump. And how I prove this? It's very simple. I plug this unit and I start the car with the same pump, but with this unit. I bypass the fuel pump controller. On the diagnostic, you're gonna find it FSCU, Fuel System Control Unit. All right. Now, we are dealing with one company, and we have also Mr. Filip here. This is his business card. All right. I'm gonna put a link in the description and his number. He's here actually with us. All right. You need to have a skilled tuner to know what he's doing, to know his limits, and to walk away if he sees something wrong. We're not tuning anything blindly. If it's not okay, the car, if it has problems, trust me, you don't want to tune the car, because there are some people out there that they want to tune the car no matter what, okay? So it's a good friend of mine. I know him now more than a decade, I think. I don't remember how many years I know him. I'm trusting him. That's why he's here. Maybe later on we're gonna put him on the video as well. I'm gonna put on the description. It's not sponsored by anybody, the video, you know, it's just by me, all right? I don't have a script or something, let's call it this one, right? Right, Mr. Jimmy? Mr. Jimmy, he's staring at his headlight. Take a look how it became. But by the way, we can put also on this video that, no problem, all right? We have one headlight ready there up. All right, and now we're waiting for Mr. Derek to finish the wiring harness for this headlight. This is for the BMW, by the way. All right, so it's been prepared. All right, looks good. We have also for the BMW, the grease. No, it's not the grease, it's like a gel. Never mind, this is for the headlight, just because it's next to me, that's why I'm putting it. You see that I said that it's not script, the video or something? I might come out, I might go outside of the garage and show you the weather. How nice weather has today. Don't be surprised about that. Let's go outside. Let's get this Chinese unit. I'm happy that it's existing, these kind of things, because it makes my life easier. I have more electronics things, technology, and I hate electronics. Imagine. Yeah, that's the thing, you know. You hate electronics, but where is Filip?
Probably inside the office.
I'm advertising his company there, and he's not here. Ah, fuck, man. All right. So what we have done here, we have removed the. No, why I open this? Why I open this? Dang it, sorry. The other side, the pump side. Open the filter, sorry. What's that box, Mr. Jimmy? This is the old fuel filter, the center unit from the other side. We put a new one. You know, I'm the one who says all the time, the pump, where is the fuel flap? And I said to Mr. Doku there to open for me the filter. I'm so smart. Yay. All right. 4 bolts from there, 4 bolts from here. Let's put it back together. See you in a second. After finding the fuel pump, all right, I'm disconnecting the plug from the car, all right. It's gonna make sense later, not now. And I'm connecting from the aftermarket controller. Okay, there you go. This is the OEM. You're gonna have a fault because of the level sensor from one side, the other one's being plugged in. Okay, now let's get the controller here. We need some electricity. Don't grab any cable. See one design flaw here. What I did, usually I'm not checking with this way. I'm stealing the electricity from the car, but now I put a battery charger with one extra battery, and I have the dimmer here, and you can hear the pump. All right, now let's start the car. 1 second. I have started the car, and based now on the dimmer, I'm gonna change the short-term fuel trims. 1 second to open. I'll show you in a second. Hold there. Don't turn it off. If you turn it off, you're gonna die the car. Alright, currently we have 88 psi. Alright, short-term fuel trims adding 5%. If I crank it up, if I increase the fuel pressure, no, it's not letting me because of fuel regulator. If I decrease the fuel pressure, the short terms here are gonna start adding fuel. Let me decrease. I'm cutting now. It's dropping the pressure. It's adding the short term fuel trims, goes up. Oh, come on. Alright. 65 psi minus 0.1. Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's go down. Why? Because maintaining the lambda. You see that? It maintains the lambda. Let's see how low I can go. You see that's adding now fuel? What's this? 20 psi. Now the injectors they pee. We convert it to carburetor. 17 psi. It's adding. Dang it, what the fuck is that? 10 psi. 14%. You see that? 15%. 6 psi of fuel pressure, 25% maximize. If I increase now the fuel pressure, the short-term fuel trims will gonna go down. If I increase suddenly, it's gonna go negative. I die one time. Let's drop a little bit down the duty. Don't be so high. Trying to adjust the, oh boy, I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe try to connect with something. Yeah, thank you. It's trying to adjust the AFR here. It's lean, that's why it's making the corrections. I went down to the, how much the temperature on that? Because I have never used it so long. Oh no, it's fine. It doesn't understand nothing. Lovely. Let's play a little bit. Let's go to 50 psi. Stay there. Now, if I click the switch here, if I turn it off, I will gonna do it. We're gonna lose the fuel pressure. The short-term fuel trims will gonna go plus 25, and the engine will gonna die. Let's do that. I'm turning off now. The pump, it's not running, it's only, oh boy, it's only what has the fuel system. You're gonna see here, you're gonna start raising to add, and the engine's dying because there's no fuel pressure. Now if I turn it on again, let me make the dimmer, let me turn it on. I'm gonna build up pressure, graduate, no sudden. You see here the fuel pressure. Let's open the pump. What I did? There you go. Yeah, build up pressure. Did I put it? You hear the pump. I'm playing with the pump. Wow. Fuel regulator is in the tank. Thank you, Mr. Nick. Thank you very much. Mr. Nick is passing with his hand because I have my other hand here. So, the short-term fuel trim, let's make ignition off. Short-term fuel trim, it can adjust based on if you have ethanol content. If you blend ethanol, you're gonna add, or you're gonna cut, most probably you're gonna add fuel, you're not gonna cut, okay? Based on the ambient temperature, the intaker temperature actually, when you have a colder air on the intake, you have more air density, more oxygen, so you need more fuel to compensate for that. If you have more hot air, you need less fuel, all right? So even fuel contamination can compensate for that. If you have a fuel filter that's clogged, it's not allowed to pass enough fuel. It's if the pump itself, right? Yeah, if it's the pump itself, if it's not maintaining the pressure. In any case, it's always adjusting the short-term fuel trims. The long one, if you keep it, if you was driving the car, you're gonna see also based on the load, you're gonna pass it. You're gonna try the short-term fuel trims to be 0, and then the long terms you see it's -10 as an example. That in general it's cutting 10%. Or if you had a problem with the fuel filter, when I was causing a fuel starvation, if I was driving the car, you're gonna see that the long-term fuel trims you're gonna pass to positive. That you're gonna zero the short-term fuel trims, you're gonna pass plus 10% on the long-term fuel trims. Okay, that makes sense what I'm saying, Mr. Jimmy?
Yep.
I hope some people they're not gonna get it. If you don't get it, don't watch the video. I said that before. And where is Filip? Filip. Hi, Mr. Filip. How are you doing, sir? I'm tilting it because there's a number plate here on the right. This is Mr. Filip. He's the owner of this company. Like I said, you need somebody to understand what he's doing and to have some safety standards and to don't exploding engines. I'm gonna put, like I said, a link down to the description. Did I forget something to mention? I don't remember. Wait, let's have a meeting with myself. This we can put on the video. Okay, I know that you don't want to touch this car, don't want to tune the car.
If you say the clutch is already slipping, then there is no point of touching it.
That's right. As soon as there is a problem slipping the transmission, okay, as soon as a bone stock engine, and we have done whatever we have done, it's not for daily use, it's not for street use. 1 second, show you. All right, because we put a nuclear reactor there inside, together with the ice tank and the water methanol. All right, we have also an inertia switch over there, just in case, mounted on the plate, and another fuse box there inside for all these things. Play safe, don't make any stupid things. Now, since it has a bone stock engine, since it's slipping the transmission and makes sound the transmission, yeah, obviously, Mr. Filip from here, he doesn't want to tune it, and I'm not blaming you, you're right. That's why we have a base file. I'm not saying, I mean, if the car is not okay, what are you gonna tune? Correct?
I mean, you can, but there is no point.
Yeah, you can, but yeah, good luck to get the data log to see what's going on, and meanwhile, you're gonna destroy completely the transmission. All right? Now, let's disconnect the... I put the surge tank. I put the surge tank. All our braided lines, PTFE, you know, it's rated for stupid amount of pressure, and it's rated also for temperature, and it's rated also for ethanol. All right, the regulators with a boost reference. I was not willing to put this on the video, to be honest. And I have to put also the, oh boy, wait. I'm using the OEM fuel line here as a return. This is not, that's not the feed. The feed comes here, and it's been stainless steel with crimped lines. That with these lines, I tested before in the previous garage, you can lift up the engine with these lines. It's super strong. This was to test the crimp. All right, close the bonnet. You want to add something? We have also the solenoid here. That's what I forget to mention. This is a solenoid to make a burnout. This is applying brakes on the front. You apply brake on front. It's acting as a check valve when you energize. I mean, there are so many ways to connect the solenoid. One, how we're gonna connect it. I'm gonna explain. And why I said also in the previous video for this car, I might upload it like, I'm gonna continue with this. Wait. So on the previous video saying that it's nice if we can assign one button, specific this one or this one, if he wants the customer. I don't know how to do it, to be honest. So when you have it pressed, this button, you squeeze the brake full to the floor while it's running everything, all right? And then you make your burnout. Instead of that, we're gonna put one switch here that we're gonna have also the protection cap. That means you trigger it, you make your burnout, and then you just tap it to close to be able to move, to release the front wheels. This, it has to be on dyno mode, the car, because even if you turn off the ESP, it's not gonna be completely off. It's 101. Right, Mr. Filip? You're not gonna.
It's quite interesting. How is he gonna go into the dyno mode with the steering wheel?
No, it's still some of the functions
have
been
the same-
assigned. It's been assigned.
Exactly the same amount of buttons and the same functions.
I don't know. You know, I think that they assign all the buttons as it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And because they have extra, this one, it's the horn. Okay, 1, 2, 3 is the horn. That means empty. There are more channels. That's what I understand. All right, so I don't know who has the knowledge to do that. This is supposed to be through canvas, right? It's sending signal through the canvas.
Yeah.
So can we trigger a relay to give one wire to trigger one relay for the solenoid to be specific?
Possibly,
So
yeah.
when we click it down, when we push it down to be able to make the burnout, and when you release it, you move? That's the question.
But this is powertrain canvas then usually.
I have no clue. Honestly, I have no clue.
If it's cruise control or something, then it's powertrain canvas. It's not comfort canvas. It's to
It's much easier to put one switch here.
right.
You know, trigger it, turn it off there. That is the story. Actually, I already talked to the owner, and he said to me, put one switch here and send it. And that's what we're gonna do. Anything else?
Buttons and presses.
You have a point there. You have a point that which one is the answer button and the left and right.
And left and right, and you know.
Because
combination
how you're gonna put it? Yeah, you're right.
That's the question.
100% right. I haven't thought about that. Yeah, we need to ask the owner about that. Good luck. So this cheap tool is for testing the fuel pump, to see the controller, to see the pump, how it's flowing, and so on. All right. One is this one. Second thing, regarding the short-term fuel trims, regarding the lambda, regarding the what did I said before? I said, as soon as you have more fuel pressure, for a port injection I'm talking about, all right, you have more fuel pressure, you atomize more the fuel, and your target is for fuel efficiency and emissions, to burn as clean as possible the fuel. That's why also the direct injection, it's spraying direct inside of the combustion chamber in so much pressure, not only because of the pressure of the combustion chamber, but to burn as much as possible of the fuel and to don't have emissions and to be much more efficient in the engine. But from performance-wise, you don't want to have so much pressure. You need to burn the fuel graduate. All right? So what I mean by that? If, let us say, you set the target on you set your lambda, all right, injector duty and so on. You see in direct injection in some cars, you see that has a fuel starvation, it's dropping to 130 bar, and it's still maintaining the correct lambda, but the injector P doesn't spray. It's different to spray at 120 bar, different at 200 bar or 220, it depends where it's set up. With the port injection, if you reduce the fuel pressure, you convert it to carburetor, and you don't want that because you have too much emissions. It's okay, right? All right. So, should I put it this way? Oh, who's gonna hold it there? Fuck, no. Okay. So, I was saying, on the port injection, like now I went down to 9 psi. The injector was P inside of the manifold. All right. it's not right because you convert to carburetor. It's not the ideal. From the other hand, it's not the ideal to have 100 psi on the port injection because you are atomizing the fuel. You need to find the sweet spot. That's why I told you earlier that it might be you make one run on the dyno with the short-term fuel trims adding 15%, all right? And you make another one pull with minus 15% to see the difference. On a tune application, it's gonna make some difference. On the stock application, it might be very small the difference. If you have the stock file, the stock tune, you get my point? That's what I have to say. Whoever understand. I lost your business card.
It's okay, I have enough.
It's somewhere outside. All right, let's see Mr. Derek what is doing with the wiring for the headlight. And to close also this headlight. And then let's continue working with the rest of the things. We make one brake. What? The water pump. I still have it inside the rust remover, your water pump. The stator.
Yeah.
No, okay. Let's see. We might open today. We're gonna see if we have time. How should I put it now? I'm gonna continue with the same because it was for the C63 outside. I'm gonna put the same title for the C63 and finish the story. That's it. That's what I have to say. Thank you very much. Over and out. There is also to have to with EGT because affecting also the exhaust gas temperature, the pressure. No, it's a big conversation. It's a huge conversation. This conversation, we have to make it like a podcast, you know, with a microphone, sitting somewhere, drinking coffee, and then we need to have such a thing to talk about that and to be live the video. So if anybody has questions, or if somebody, yeah, or if somebody has, he can correct us if we are wrong on something, you know.
And I already know where we're gonna host it at Ignite Cafe Ajmal.
Yeah, let's see. Let's find time because so far I have only one Sunday, all right. And I'm gonna bring also my family with me, my son and my wife. You know. So yeah, we might do that. We might go live there. Yeah, it's not bad. It's gonna last long. It's gonna be hours. But at the end of the day, we're not gonna care who's gonna watch it. Yeah. It's gonna be like we are drinking coffee.
Yeah, drinking coffee and having a conversation.
Yeah.
Who wants to listen can listen. Who doesn't want to listen.
Exactly. I like how you're thinking. I like that. That's it. Thank you very much. Over and out. You can find it in Amazon, by the way. Thank you.